Okay guys, so today was the first entire day as a high school dropout. It's pretty crazy to say, honestly. The reason why I decided to pull the trigger on this is because I came off the back of 250K months. I'm 16 years old, just turned 16. So I was like, you know what, stop it. I'm not getting anything from learning about rocks, learning about quadratic expressions, learning about all this bullshit that quite frankly is not helping me with my business. So I thought, you know what, I'll pull the trigger. Yesterday was the day I did it, and it was a pretty crazy day, guys, honestly. Like, just to recount some of the stories, like, I get to school and I hand in like a few forms, and then they give me this orange sheet. And the orange sheet, I had to get the signature from every single teacher that is teaching me. And that, I mean, it might not sound like it, but that was hard. Because, like, at the end of the day, guys, there's so much judgment that comes on you when you drop out of high school. And I mean, especially for me, I've noticed that I like to receive approval from other people. And so this was very difficult, like looking at the list and be like, oh, this teacher dislikes me. I've always wanted to work so hard in class to get their approval, which I now have reflected upon. I don't even need their approval, of course. But that was so difficult, getting the signatures. And there was just one teacher especially who, he was pissed off that I was succeeding. It was honestly, it was pretty hilarious. Like, his facial expression, he was just angry. He was just angry that I was leaving school. And the other teacher next to him, who was a G, by the way, was like, talked to me about it and like laughing. I was like, yeah, well, I just had a really good time with business. Everything's pumping. And this other guy was pissed off. So it was a bit hectic. It was a bit crazy, but I persevered. I did it, of course. Like, it was just a few signatures. And yeah, it was a pretty surreal moment because you have to get the final signature from the school principal. So after I had 12 signatures from all my other teachers, then I had a signature from the library, the sport teacher, the mathematics head for whatever reason, like all these different managerial roles, people I've never seen before signing this paper. I saw the principal and I didn't even have time to think if this was what I wanted to do. I just saw him and I was like, hey, can I get you to sign this? And then he signed it and took it. And I mean, I was planning on thinking about it, but he just took it and left. So the decision was entirely made already. And I was just like, okay, that's how it is. There's nothing I can do to change it. And that's probably for the best. Now it's just time to lock in. And it kind of dawned on me today, as I've done like a lot of hours. Honestly, I've been working since 5 a.m. It's now 9 p.m. In approximately 3 minutes, I'm going to go upstairs and get into bed and get ready for bed. And it dawned on me, like, this is going to be the next 2 years. Genuinely, waking up at the same time every day, working the same hours every day, doing the same tasks every day. I don't take any sales calls anymore, guys. And, it might be tough. I don't think it will be tough, to be honest, because at the end of the day, it feels crazy. Oh my God, I'm working all these extra hours. But, I was working those hours anyway with school. It's just now I'm working those hours on something that I love doing that makes me a lot of money. Obviously, that's relative because to my clients, 50K a month is that's their daily income. That's a small fraction of their daily income. Who cares about it? But I think it's enough to justify leaving, and I'm excited to see things skyrocket. So, I mean, look, it was a tough decision, but one that was needed to be made. So this is going to be the first, and I'm going to make a video on here every day now that I'm a dropout. And these are basically going to be called EOD reports, meaning end of day reports, where because I don't have time right now, genuinely it's crazy. I've been so busy. Even now that I have this extra time, I'm still flat out so busy. But I think I can dedicate around 5 minutes a day to filming an EOD report to fill you guys in on what's going on with my life, what's happening. And really not so I can grow this brand now, because I'm guessing these videos won't get more than 100 views. But for the future, if I do decide on growing my personal brand, this is there, because I think it is a wonderful asset to have. And I mean, look, it was a big decision, guys, but I think it was for the best. And I mean, there was a few teachers who were really helpful as well. Like, some of them were like, look, Liam, you're just gonna half-ass year 11 and 12. You're sleeping for 5 hours a night. You're not doing well in class anymore. Like, you used to be an A+ student. Like, what's going on? And I told them, well, you should probably just leave, because right now you're going 50% on your business, 50% on school. If you're on 100% on one, you crush it. So that's the plan. 100% on one, no friends, no social life, just money, really, just building this business, which is all I want to do. That's all I ever wanted to do. So that's that. I mean, look, at least for the next few years, I don't really need friends. I don't need any of that. And I mean, throughout the entire what we call school holidays or vacation for Americans, which was essentially like an 8-week period off school, I think I hung out with people once, and it was one other person who runs a business that does like 10K a month, who is a lead actually. So I went out once, and every other day I was just locked in at home working. So it's really no different to that, but for 2 years. But it is kind of a surreal feeling, and I still don't know how to entirely feel about it. And if anyone drops out, you probably realize it's like, I will never return to school again, and I'll just be at home for a very long time working. And it's a test, all right? And I'm willing to make the bet, and I think I'll succeed. No, I know I'll succeed. I'm gonna absolutely crush it. What did I do today, guys? So I did my outbound, booked a couple of sales calls, I think. Spoke to the team, did a lot of work on my long form content, posted a YouTube video, did some work on my short form content, came up with some really good video ideas, which I'll script out tomorrow morning. Actually, let me just read out you guys my schedule. Then I scripted some fire ads for one of my clients, guys. My God, I'm excited to see those ads run. Hit a gym workout, killer back day, super quick. I was actually filming Loom videos, or like kind of like Loom videos on my phone in the gym for my editing team. But yeah, here's my schedule, by the way. So I wake up at 5 a.m. I have this app Iman Ghazi was talking about called Alarmy, which it basically, the alarm doesn't stop unless I take a photo of my shower, because I do cold showers. So it gets you out of bed and it gets you in the shower. Like, instantly. Then I have from 5:30 to 6:30. Oh, by the way, for the rest of that time, 5 to 5:30, I'm journaling out for my day. Then from 5:30 to 6:30, I'm doing long form content. Now every day there's either ideate, script, record, or edit and publish. And then after that I have from 6:45 to 7:45 script out videos. From 8 to 8:15, or sorry, 7:45 to 8:15, I have an end of day, because he lives in Norway, so the time is the opposite. End of day call with my business partner. Tomorrow's Sunday though, so I have a team call with my business partner and the operations manager of my agency. Then from around 8:15 to 10, I learn more about paid ads, because that's what my agency does. There's so much more to learn, guys. Even when I'm gotten this good at making ads, there's still so much more to learn. I can't really say the whole thing because it's part of our outbound strategy, but basically from 10 to 12:30, I'm doing outbound. From 12:30 to 1:30, I'm having a lunch break, because by this point I've worked like 7 hours straight, and I just need to like, not so much as waste time or relax, but just like get away from the computer for a minute because my eyes are sore. Then from 1:40 to 3:40, I'm doing client work. Now I of course define what that means every day. Then from 3:40 to 4:40, I'm doing more outbound. From 4:40 to 5, I get a bus to the gym. From 5 to 6, I'm working out, and then I try and return home, have my protein shake, have my jump in the pool because it's summer here, by 7 p.m. And then from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m, I do what's called TAFE, which is essentially the way I left school. It's by doing this thing. It's like an online school, kind of. It's a digital online school where I actually learn about marketing, and I still get a certificate or something from it, which I'm not really planning on using, of course. But hey, I get to leave school and all I have to do is learn about marketing, which is something I find extremely interesting and I love. I just wish they would make this thing less corporate and more just like, here's what we know about making good ads, not like, here are the advertising policies and the top advertising, what are they called? Like associations to join. Like just like random stuff like that. And then from 9 p.m, which is right now, to 10 p.m, I usually get in bed, I have my red lights on for the melatonin production, and I'm sending cold outbound. So with that said, I'm gonna leave off today. That's my EOD report for the 22nd of February, 2025, Sydney, Australia time. I'm gonna film the same thing tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and post this right now, get some sleep, and get ready for another day where I crush it. Let's go.